So I got into mindfulness. My wife is a triathlete. She's an Ultraman finisher. She's done a bunch of those. She took me to a course years ago, and I just thought it was crazy. But as an educator, I fell back into it and really got into the psychological and neurological components of it. I started working with the University of Memphis when Josh Pastner was the coach. They had a really strong nationally ranked team. We had a lot of success, and then I just started working with other teams and corporations and organizations and schools around the world. Coach Wade and Coach Pastner were friends, and I'm based out of Memphis, and Coach Wade's first coaching job was at the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga. So I went there and talked to him, and we really bonded, and I liked him, so I started working with him. I would make the 5-hour trip from Memphis to Chattanooga about once a month and work with his team, and we just clicked. It's funny because we were just kind of starting out together. So when he left Chattanooga, I wished him well. You know, we had become friends, and I said, "You got a really good job at VCU, you're moving up, congratulations." He's like, "No, I can actually start paying you now." And so he started flying me to Richmond once a month to work with the team. We had a lot of success there, and now I've been with him, you know, ever since. Day one of his coaching, and we're here at LSU and loving it. So typically when I first come in for the first session, I come once a month. It's a demystification because we have a lot of new players. So I'll show them a PowerPoint with famous players who've done it and have had a lot of success. Michael Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, Steph Curry. We'll talk about Phil Jackson. And then basically throughout the season, you know, we'll work on 4 different components of it. There is, I teach them about their minds and how their minds work and thinking about their thinking, deep breathing. So when they go to the free throw line, a lot of times I take great pride. You'll see them take a deep breath before they take a free throw. And typically we have one of the highest free throw percentages in the SEC. Really proud of that. And then we'll do some meditation, which is sort of like bicep curls for the mind. It's good for their focus, their attention span. We'll work on that. And then the 4th component is visualization, which is like a mental dress rehearsal that gets them really prepared. And you've seen all these close games this year. I think the mindfulness really kicks in those situations. It teaches them how to be in the present moment. I think mindfulness plays an important part. I mean, there are other people that work with the team too. I mean, there's Joel Fish, the psychologist out of Philadelphia. There's Bruce Bugg, the therapist here. But the mindfulness really is kind of like a mental reset. So it's significant in those 6-minute situations at the end of the game that they can stay in the present moment, they can get locked in and sort of deal with all the clutter that's swirling around in their head. So definitely mindfulness is one of the most important aspects. So this is the book, and Coach Wade actually wrote the foreword. So if anyone wants a copy, here's a shameless self-plug, they can get it on Amazon. But yeah, definitely slow your roll. It's called Mindfulness for Fast Times. If they can slow their minds, they can speed up their bodies, essentially.